lasagna show, bringing you lots of laughs, respect for all, support and love as well. It's the Laughing Lasagna Show. Let's rock on every day. Let's rock on every day. Let's rock on every day. Have a little laugh in life. Let's rock on every day. Have a little laugh in life. Let's rock on every day on the Laughing Lasagna Show. Have a little laugh in life on the Laughing Lasagna Show. On the Laughing Lasagna Show. Let's go. Let's rock on every day. Have a little laugh in life. Let's rock on every day on the Laughing Lasagna Show. Have a little laugh in life on the Laughing Lasagna Show. On the Laughing Lasagna Show. Let's go. Hello there, yes you there. Welcome home and grab yourself a seat while we enjoy the show. It's the Laughing Lasagna Show, bringing you lots of laughs, respect for all, support and love as well. It's the Laughing Lasagna Show. Let's rock on every day. Let's rock on every day. Let's rock on every day. Have a little laugh in life. Let's rock on every day. Have a little laugh in life. Let's rock on every day on the Laughing Lasagna Show. Have a little laugh in life on the Laughing Lasagna Show. On the Laughing Lasagna Show. Let's go. Let's rock on every day. Have a little laugh in life. Let's rock on every day on the Laughing Lasagna Show. Have a little laugh in life on the Laughing Lasagna Show. On the Laughing Lasagna Show. Let's go. Hello there, yes you there.
Alright guys, welcome back in. It's your dude, Laughing Lasagna. How is everyone doing today? It is another Monday, which means we kind of start off just doing random stuff and bringing in the support and joy together and bringing a new chapter in the month on a Monday. So, we'll be having another live broadcast on here tomorrow at 3 p.m. as well. Again, there'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday around 3 p.m. Eastern time. I plan on doing that for a little bit just to get the gears going. One of the really cool things that I like to do on here is I want to do an upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday where I do basically anywhere from a 5 to 6 minute video to our latest Twitch video, which was like almost like what 45 minutes or half an hour long. I had to cut it down because of some stuff. But he had a lot of fun. But there was some copyright stuff in there, so we had to work on some new ideas, trying to make sure that if I do something with Twitch again, to make sure that I don't just put, copy and paste it from one to another, because there are some standards that are not clearly on here that I need to pursue. I don't go above and beyond with the sound, and Twitch obviously has a lot of sounds that I gotta add onto the platform in order to keep people, happy with certain sounds. So we might have to add our own and have our own jump scares or our own hype songs that we add using the Suno, which is a lot of fun. Suno, if you're listening to this, please sponsor me. looking for a back somewhere. Anyhow, I love using Suno. Made that intro song for you guys this afternoon. Had a blast doing it. It was a lot of fun. It's really quick, short, and I think it's like 2 minutes long. I think it is. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing that. But yes, today's video at 6 p.m. When it's released will be about cookbooks and the fun of cookbooks in life. And so you kind of get a little dive into cookbooks that I own, as well as look at some cookbooks hopefully in the future we'll be doing. So depending on how today goes with today's stream, we will continue doing these. Like I said, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. As long as you guys seem to continue want to join doing these, 3 p.m. seems to be the best time for everybody to be in here. Watch it. We do about hour and a half. So I have, I do my show on Twitch at 6 p.m. Just keep pushing it forward. So one thing I want to kind of bring up, though, is we are, according to my numbers here, yes, we're at 400 subscribers, which means we are 100 away from our next goal, which is 500. 500 subs. I plan to do a cooking video or stream it. Who knows? If you guys want to stream it, let me know. I will make sure to stream it. Be in my kitchen, and it's going to be different for sure. But I'll make sure to get someone on here that will help me with the camera and the audio, and make sure that it is presentable. I know that I have issues with the lighting and all that. So like I can turn this off. My glasses don't glare as much. So anyhow, that's the plan though. Is at 500 subscribers, we plan on doing a live or video of me cooking. I put on the video today that we're doing that we'll be doing a possible microwave lasagna. I don't know yet. It could be fun. I'm not sure. So in the meantime, let your friends and family know Laughing Lasagna is here on YouTube. Hope to bring more laughter and fun with everybody here and continue to spread all that to other communities and more. I've been watching some YouTubers lately, some new fresh faces, and would love to see more of that support shown on other people as well. I might drop some more stuff. So what's up, nerd? What's up, Reaper? How you doing today? Glad to see you drop in, my friend. Again, we are pushing for 500 subscribers. We're 100 away. We got the 400 right now. Love to see that number go a little higher. And then, like I said, you'll get a video or live stream of me cooking, your guys' choice. So congrats for it, dude. I'm happy. We've been pushing this. We were stopped at around 274 for a little over 2 years. So to get this little push here, it's been a really exciting adventure. Getting it pushed out and getting more live streams on here, as well as make sure I have more of the push with the uploads every week, where I want to do 2 to 3 videos per week. I plan doing Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday again live streams. Then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be uploads as well. So on Mondays you get me 3 times. twice on YouTube, one on Twitch, and then Tuesdays you get me once on YouTube, once on Twitch, and then Wednesday once on YouTube. Thursday just Twitch and YouTube live streams, and then on Friday is another upload. So you get a lot of me every week. So if you'd like more of that, let me know. I will listen. I'll read comments. I'll try to comment as much as possible. So the question of today was, what games make your top 5? What games are your top 5 games on your list? I know that people have a certain genre that they tend to go by, but there's also some games that people have started using to get into gaming because they got into the gaming kind of late. And so I know some people are saying, I got into the gaming because it wasn't because of Mario, or it wasn't because of Metro, or it wasn't because of Zelda, whatever it was. What could be the game to got you into the gaming industry? Need to write me a schedule up, or I should know how to use Dino so schedule is posted. Do I know how to use Dino? What is Dino? I will message you the schedule there, Reaper, Mr. Moderator. I also gotta make you can I make you a moderator in here as well? I don't remember if I can make you as a moderator in here. Hey. Tell you what. Done. You're now a moderator. You're a magic moderator. What's up? Past couple streams that we had on here, we had a few really cool individuals in here. We had like 45 watchers for a while, and we had like 5 chatters for a little bit, 6 chatters. It was really cool. You can. Yes, I know. I just found that out. I just found out I can make a moderator while I'm doing live, so I'm cool with that. I am cool with that. That's pretty cool. So I made you a managing moderator, which allows you to do a lot more than just, there's more than I do. So I figured I'd make you one of the moderator because you are also a moderator on my Twitch. So you are now in control of the chat on both Twitch and on here. That's Reaper. Anyhow, so the question today again is, what games make your top 5 for games? One thing to talk about here is the delay. That I do agree, Reaper. There is a little bit of delay, but YouTube with OBS, it's a little bit of delay, but it's okay. But yes, so the question today is, what games make your top 5 list? And for me, the top 5 list is really, it can be complicated, but it almost changes every 5 to 10 years. In my opinion, it does for almost everybody, because there's always a new game that comes out or a new idea that comes out, and everybody goes, "Oh, this is my number 1 game now. Oh, it's so good. Oh, honey, I like this game so much. It's so pretty." Like when you have all the new Halo games come out, or the new Doom comes out, or the new Smash Brothers comes out. There's always something new that comes out every 3 to 5 years from developers, and you want to go, this is my game, right? This is my game I want to play with all my friends or by myself, just because the storyline is incredible. Like Skyrim, I never would have thought would be my top 5 games. It is probably my top 10 games, but I would not put it up there past maybe the top 3. So it could be top 5. I don't know yet. We're going to go through my list that I'm creating right now because I didn't have this planned out. So I'm going to want to do top 5. Number one of all games is Doom. The reason why is because of the nostalgia of what it meant to me as a childhood. A lot of people go, how is Doom nostalgia? Well, it's one of the few games that your dad and I used to play. It's a game that he and I played when I was a kid. We both beat it. We both had a good time. It was a blast. And then I got into watching him play Quake and a few other titles, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is a huge thing. Reaper says Tony Hawk Pro Skater. games. Okay. Need for Speed series, Call of Duty, Skyrim, and then Final Fantasy. Okay. So Final Fantasy is very, very broad. Okay. There's a very broad amount of games for Final Fantasy. And I know Final Fantasy like 10 and was it 10-2 or whatever it was called, or X1-2 or X1, whatever it was. There was X2. It was weird titles. Anyhow, those are like the ones that I saw everybody play because that was a big thing back in mid 2000s. That was a huge game back then. Right now, it's going back to the originals of Final Fantasy VII. I'm going Final Fantasy VII, like that was years and years ago in the PS1 era. And it's like everybody's going back to the originals and they're bringing it back out for this next generation of gamers, and they're going, oh, why haven't we heard this game in years? This looks so good, it's so cool. And you go, but I beat that like 20 years ago when you're not even thought of, and you're going, and you're thinking this now. 9, 10, and 10-2 are my favorites of that series. Gotcha. Happy Monday. Yeah, happy Easter Monday. Welcome in, Victor. Welcome in. How you doing today? What's good, man? How you doing? I'm doing good, Victor. Doing good. There is a delay. Sorry, there's a little bit of delay on the chat as well as the talk, so I do apologize for missing some of these. But yes, welcome in, Victor. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing fabulously. Hope you're rocking awesome on your Monday. But yeah, so for me, it goes in the line of Doom, BioShock, Fallout. Probably I had to go with oh, what's the one I really enjoyed? The Soul Calibur. And then I would have to go, and this is just not being, who I am, because everybody knows I'm huge into horror games. But I really, really enjoyed the remember the certain title now of it now. Resident Evil, yeah, Resident Evil, like he's saying, Resident Evil series. For me, the one game that I still keep playing to this day and I still love is Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is my number one Resident Evil game of all time, only due to the fact because of what it is and what it was back then. Resident Evil Village, in my opinion, was one of the better games of the Resident Evil series so far. Only due to the fact that it brought some of the original mechanics as well as some of the original feel back into the current generation of graphics and detail. I love that so very much. One of the other things that I really enjoyed about, like, say, the BioShock series, I enjoyed BioShock 1 and 2 very much. So BioShock 3 had a really big toss-up. I enjoyed the game as well. Very great series. And like I said, my top 5 always changes. Whether it be, Diablo or whatever. 4 was a great game. Great one, though. 5 was good, but not great. See, and the thing is, for me, like Biohazard, everybody had a huge thing about Resident Evil Biohazard. Everybody loved Biohazard. I'm going, it got to the creep factor, which is what it needed in the series. It had the draw for more, and that is what it was great about Resident Evil Biohazard, but it really didn't catch me because of the constant rush of the puzzles, and then the puzzles that would leave you hanging so far off the edge. It's like playing Silent Hill. Silent Hill had puzzles that would make you feel like you're stranded forever, going, I'm lost in the puzzle and in this game's world, But for me, I played Resident Evil 1 and 2, the originals. They were okay. I didn't get that very far because the puzzles were insane. Because you had the track from the beginning to the middle, back to the beginning, back to the end, back to the like halfway through the 2 parts. Then you go back, and then you go, and it was annoying. And 1 and 2, they were great for what they were. It brought in a whole new genre of gamers, the horror type, and that was a great opening segue for that certain genre. In my opinion, 3 was the same way. It was very nostalgia with certain characters coming in. It brought the story more around. And number 4 came in, and I was like, this is amazing. 5 was disappointing, but it was still good. And then 6 was just like, what happened? And then 7 was more of that, and I'm like, it's going downhill. And then for me, Village just came back up, and I'm like, okay, Village, it had something there that 4 had as well, and that's why I enjoyed it so much. So 4 was where I learned I'm crazy good at square piece shape puzzles. Exactly. All of a sudden, your puzzle memory is like, oh my goodness, I'm good at puzzles all of a sudden. But it was just there are so many things in Resident Evil that make it good, but also make a lot of the other titles in that series somewhat rough. And a lot of it has to do with the puzzles and the combat. So, it's just my opinion. But Resident Evil is up there in my top 5, only due to Resident Evil 4, because that's one of the games I have bought in multiple, copies of Resident Evil 4, including on the PS5, and I love the PS5, the remake. But Soul Calibur was big because Soul Calibur, I never got into fighting games as a kid. I think that one only fighting game that I really enjoyed was Legend of Dragoon was a goat of a game. Never played Legend of Dragoon. Sorry, never. I probably heard of it, but I probably never played it. My thing was more into PC games, like I said, Doom, Quake, Commander Keen, Command and Conquer. What was the other ones? Jazz Jackrabbit, Math Blaster, Myst, Siberia. There were so many games in the PC era. Like Wolfenstein was a big one. Duke Nukem 3D was a big one. I mean, there's so many games out there that were like, I can scream, but I have no mouth type of thing. There was so many games out there in the PC era that were not even like really competing with the consoles, because console had their own battle. Sega and Nintendo were always battling over titles, where the PC was just making bomb after bomb after bomb, going, we have this, we have this, we have this, and the graphics are getting better and getting better and getting better. And there was a lot more plot, a lot more story, a lot more fun, interactivity. You had more control because you had a keyboard and a mouse. You didn't have no limitation, when people were playing Mario Brothers or Sonic, we were playing Mech Warrior. I mean, and that thing had its own sheet in front of you where you had to memorize all the buttons and learn where things were at. And Mech Warrior was one of the biggest games for a while. Big co-op game with Army of Two. I agree. Co-op games like Army of Two were great because they had a huge rise for a while. Where co-op games were, what's the best way to describe it? Where they wanted more of the friends play together type of feel, where it's like, you have more one friend coming over, you play this game, or play that game, or play this game. Nintendo GameCube had that big thing where it's like, you had 4 slots in front of you instead of the 2 on the other consoles, and you're able to play with 4 friends, Yeah, some of those console games we're still talking about in this day. To this day, all the games we're still talking about this day. What is your point? I'm just saying there are games on the console that I still haven't heard of. Like there was Gex, the lizard, whatever he was. You never hear about that game anymore. And there's titles on every platform, even PC, that you still won't hear of. The Golden 64 for me, the thing that killed me from even wanting to try playing that console was how stupid the controller was. I'm playing with a giant alien hand. I'm going, what is this garbage? I don't seem to appreciate it, but I also don't understand who in the right mind designed an alien probe looking controller and go, this is a great idea of a controller. How many joints did you smoke before you made that console? Just saying. For me, like the N64 had great titles, great ideas, great suggestion of game titles, but they also came up with a lot of trash. This is my opinion. What's poppin', Plant Boy? How you doing? We're talking about games. Top 5 games of your list And now NASCAR wants to slam down some words. I play a mix of NES. Yeah, and Atari. Okay, don't get started on Atari. Atari was fun, but it was very limited for what it was. And I enjoyed playing some Atari games, but I never got into Atari. PS2 I never touched till I was my 20s. Same with original Xbox. I would be able to comfy for the controller with the 360. Same with the keyboard. Keyboard, lefty and righties. Come on. Yeah, we had to make an entire console just for people who couldn't play the left or right hands. What? Who cares? Play the game, you know? I'm just saying N64 controllers were one of the worst things ever made. Just saying. It's like the what was it? The NASCAR, what was that the helmet that everybody hated so much? Not the Atari Jaguar, but the from was it Nintendo or the Sega? All I know it was at the you know what I'm talking about, where it's all red and black. That thing was atrocious. Him and I watch a lot of AVGN. AVGN was explaining certain consoles and what was the flaws, what was the pros about certain things. And there's a lot of pros and cons on a lot of consoles. But the one thing I've never actually ever seen him actually even compare other games to, like for the console, it might have been the huge Sega control thing for the Dreamcast, maybe, I don't know. Was the one thing I never hear him ever complain about, unless it's the game itself, is the PC games. Because PC games had their own controls, had their own feel. Yes, and the thing is every single console had their own flop. Everybody tried new things and they all flopped. That's fine. But like I said, I don't see that many people actually complaining about what the PC ever did. Virtual Boy, thank you. That's what it was. Virtual Boy. That thing was atrocious. Just saying. I have a Sega Game Gear. I love it, and it was the competitor to the Game Boy, and even that flopped after a while. You know, because the price of it was not dropping down. It still hasn't. But you have a lot of these games. Like I said, growing up was like Doom, Quake. Yeah, Diablo was a big one. A lot of titles I now have in my library are because of my childhood. Oh yeah, I heard about Pokemon Red. See, and the thing is, Pokemon I never grew up on. I didn't even touch a Pokemon game until I was probably 28, 32, roughly around there. Back when I made a killing on those, dude. Okay. Battery companies had so much money they were making ads on your television every single day. Literally every single day, bro. I mean, those battery commercials were everything for everybody, you know? And the thing is like you had like the Tiger Electronic games that were for the poor kids who couldn't afford a Game Boy, you know? And you had the kids who had the Etch Sketch, you know? It's like there are so many things that you can play on to keep yourself entertained. You had the arcades back then. And the thing is, even arcades, I wasn't even allowed to play most arcades when I was a kid because I was sheltered. But the thing is there were so many things back then that had so much potential and fun, and I wish they would bring more of that stuff back. And that's why I said one of the games I enjoyed was Soul Calibur, because I saw that as a kid. I wanted to play it as a kid. Was never allowed to. Original game was called Soul Edge. It was so cool, but it was violent, so I couldn't play it. So compared to some games I used to play as a kid, it was weird. But anyhow, Soul Calibur is my all-time fighting game next to Tekken. Again, the first fighting game I got into when I was a kid was Street Fighter. I played that, a lot of fun. I wasn't used just enough to use it to catch properly. Neither was I. But yeah, so the thing is like Street Fighter was the first fighting game I ever played. Never played Mortal Kombat. I never touched a Mortal Kombat game. I mean, I played once. I got in trouble for it, so I never played Mortal Kombat ever again until I was in my 20s. And even then, I'm playing the Mortal Kombat games like Annihilation and Armageddon and all those other ones are the 3D platforms. Everybody's going, you should play the arcade version, and I'm like, okay. And then I'm going, this has nothing to do with 3D fighting anymore. It is now just it's memorizing buttons that you've learned in the past 10 years of you playing the game. And I'm going, I haven't even touched this game. Don't want to now because it is for me. There is a button lag, and I just don't care for it anymore. Same with Street Fighter. Street Fighter has that feel where you're going. It's the new ones you're going like 4 or 5 are amazing because how fluid it is with the button and the push button and the action. With the lag, if you would, on the other ones, there was so many issues that I was like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. So I remember having Mortal Kombat 2, heard it back in the day, it had so many memories in it. See, the thing is, I had all those games already a while ago. I sold them all to the local game shop that has now grown bigger, which is great. But he's selling all of my stuff that game, which is a big, big, big thing. Big shout out to Langs and Static Tape for grabbing those. Appreciate it. But yeah, it was a lot of fun because the games I grabbed, like the retro games. I'm going, I never enjoyed retro games on the console because I never grew up with them. The ones I really understood and played was like I played oh, Earthworm Jim was one of them that I played a little bit. I got stuck on puzzles, so I never really got involved in it. Um, Gosh, there was one on the Sega Genesis I loved so much. It was James Pond. So not James Bond, but James Pond. It was a very strange game. You had different abilities, but it was a lot of fun. And again, no one really heard of James Pond. I'm going, no one's heard of James Pond. What do you guys live on? But I'm going, honestly, I remember not everybody had the sheltered life that I did. And they're going, I was playing Mortal Kombat, bro. Like, what do you mean, James Pond? I played Aladdin a little bit. I tried playing Battletoads. Never get past the Turbo Tunnel. Never could beat the game. The picture of it. Yes, Plat Boys. You know what I'm talking about. Yes. Plat Boys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, there was so many titles that I have tried on console that I do not understand and do not care for. That's why I said mine is more derivative from PC gaming, where I grew up playing on games on MS DOS, like Chips was a big one. Like I was gonna put up on here. Let me pull up my MS DOS thing on my PC for you guys, and I'll kind of explain MS DOS games. Let's see here. Let's try to find software library and see if I can find some for you guys. I used to play. Okay, here we go. So this right here, you had like your MS DOS, the Doom games, right? Then you had like your Sid Meier's Civ games. Sim City was a big one when I was a kid. Prince of Persia, huge title when I was a kid. I mean, huge. Um, there was, all right, Commander Keen. Commander Keen 4 was a big one, right? Commander Keen was 91, and I was young when I first started playing that as well. It was a huge game. This was 92 for Wolfenstein 92. That was a huge game. I was a kid as well. Bust a Move was 97. There was so many different copies of that same game, but Bust a Move was one of the original games I ever played. Yeah, here's another one. I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, 95. That was one of the original that was one of the original horror titles that was like a text based. Like you had to read things, you had to understand things, you had to solve puzzles. You had to flow through it. Dangerous Dave was a big title. It's a platformer. We had platformers on the PC, but you have more control with your character, I believe. Had a NASCAR racing game. See, the thing is, the NASCAR racing games in here were so different. Okay, they were so different because they had a different control, different feel. Duke Nukem 2. Who remembers the original Duke Nukem 1 and 2? Duke Nukem 1 and 2 were originally platforms, shooters. Duke Nukem was a platformer before it was a 3D game. I didn't know that until I was older because I played Duke Nukem 3D when I was like in my teens. And I'm like, this game is raunchy, it's funny, it's gory, I love it. And then I had heard that Duke Nukem 1 and 2 were platformers going, there's no way as a platformer. And I played it, I'm like, oh my goodness, these are horrible. Dungeon Keeper was a huge game when I was a kid, 97. Really big game. King's Quest, another platformer, not platformer, but it was a RPG, third person, I said puzzle elements, really good game. Monkey's Island was a big one. Then we had Harry on the Haunted House. All the Harry titles were again, I believe. Actually, this is a different one. Harry wasn't the one I was talking about. It was there was one that was based upon um typing. Now I'm not really if it's gonna show it here or not. I wonder if I click on it, it shows more of it. Zool is a gremlin. It's a side scroller, so it wasn't Zool I'm looking at. Digger was a big one too. Digger was, gosh, that was an old game. Blood was another good game. Blood was MS DOS. Oh, I don't remember this game though. If I was it Blood that was the one I was looking for, about Space Quest. That was a fun game when I was a kid. I never beat it, but Leisure Suit Larry, big game as well. Descent. Descent was a one of the original for me first person shooters that was a spacecraft, and that was huge. Terminal Velocity was another one. Terminal Velocity was just like playing Descent, but it was more the flying simulator in space. Very fun game. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember. Oh, and Heretic and Hexen. Heretic and Hexen were another big titles because you had like your Doom, you had your Quake, and they wanted more fantasy, more fun. And so you got games like Heretic and Hexen that were more of the fantasy draw for the D&D lovers and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. Lemmings. Oh my goodness. Who remembers Lemmings? Lemmings had a huge following for a while there. They had a huge pop and then it died off. But yeah, it says here it came on the Acorn 32-bit, Amiga, Atari, DOS, FM Towns. I never know what those are. Game Boy, Genesis, and SNES. Those were big ones. Oregon Trail. I never actually got to play Oregon Trail until I was much later in life, but I heard it was really good. When I played it, I was like, it's okay. You got Lost Vikings. That was way back in the day, 93. That was another fun title as well. Is where I started learning some of the like different characters that had different builds, sort of thing. It was very fun seeing that. Then you had, I'm trying to remember one of the other titles. Putt Putt. Putt Putt was a game that it was kind of based upon your decisions as well. But it was not really quite your decision, but more like it was a It was a story-based game where it was meant for kids. You enjoyed it. Playing peer class. Okay. I'm trying to find the one game that I do not see it here. Math Blaster, that's a fun game. How Things Work in Buddy Town. Jazz Jackrabbit, that was a fun game. That's what I was about. Chex Quest was a free game you got from your Chex box. And who remembers those? Back in the day, you could get free games or AOL for so many hours free from buying Chex Quest or Kick. Or it was Kick, sorry. You could buy cereal and get free internet and free video games in your box of cereal. Coolest thing ever is because you would never get that kind of cereal anyways unless your dad was going, I really need internet, honey. Let's buy the kids some Fruit Loops or whatever it was that was on there. And I'm like, that is so cool. Dad gets us free internet. We get some cool looking cereal. It was nice. Oh my goodness. F111 or F117A Stealth Fighter 91. So my dad was huge into Starfighter, fight simulator games, fighter simulate, whatever it was. He loved it. He liked flying. He enjoyed kicking butt on there. It was so much fun watching him play. I would just sit back there and watch him play these games. I'm going, these are so cool to watch him play. I wish I could find there was a few games. Let me go to just chat for a little bit and let me see if I find there was a certain thing on here that I could find. Like you could buy the games on here. I don't want to buy them. I want to just see if I can see RGB Classics. Here it is. I'm trying to find a certain title. Played. This is probably why I never played. Gotta play a lot of these. Yeah, you never had a PC. You cheap. Okay. Trying to find a certain one. Okay, here we go. We got ourselves. Oh, my voice is going out for some reason. Sorry, guys. Word Rescue. This game, Word Rescue right here, was a game where basically you played as a character getting words. A lot of those games, there we go. A lot of those games you're able to play, try and learn something. You're able to you're still able to hurt your enemies or obliterate them, but you're able to do it in a safe way where you're not actually killing them, you're just taking them out. You're trying to get the word, and so you jump on the character to get the word. The original Warcraft, if you guys saw in my last video, well, I was showing some of my PC stuff. I have the original Warcraft 2, which is basically World of Warcraft now, and this is Tides of Darkness. It's a great title. My parents didn't really care to have one. They said, you already have a game system. But Mom, I don't want to go to the library and do my homework now. I'm kidding. Wacky Wheels you have on here. I mean, they have a lot of titles in here, but there was one on here. I'm trying to find it for you guys. But there was a text-based game where the only thing you had was your keyboard. That's all you had. Keyboard, and you had to have a mouse and pad, pad paper, and a pencil next to you to write out where you were. Because the game literally was just you trying to memorize where you were on the paper, going, I was here, now I turn left, and I see this. What do I do next? And then you go, oh, okay, I gotta go figure out if there's poisonous glass. So you gotta type in try glass in front of you, or try the right hand glass. And then it's such a cool game. All your imagination helps you with the game. And again, if someone could let me know what the name of the game is, that'd be great. I need to know what it was. Because I loved the game a lot as a kid, but I don't remember what it's called now. If I see it, I'll say it. I know when I see it, I'll know what it is. Strife was another fun game. Strife is a shooter game, kind of like Doom, with a mixture of Doom and Heretic. Really fun game. Squares. So Squares was a title where it's like Tetris, but with explosions. So basically, you're fighting your opponent or the PC with Tetris. It was the coolest idea ever, and I'm like, dude, if I have more friends, you can play. You can play with your friends on a keyboard. You have the one player playing on the keypad over here. You play over here the WSB or WSD. It was the coolest thing ever. My brother and I used to battle all the time in that game. Space Chase was another huge hit back when I was a kid. I mean, there was so many titles in this. It's unbelievable. There's so many games that I have remember as a kid that everybody's going, yeah, what's it called? What do you mean it's a cool game? And I play it, they're going, this is a fun game. Yeah, it's a fun game. Like I know it's a fun game. I played all the time. Scorched Earth was like a mech warrior game. That's a fun game. Rise of the Triad. I'm trying to find this game. I don't see it. Pickle Wars. That's another platformer. One Must Fall is another fighter game where you battle robots, and it was based upon an anime. Really, really fun game. Nightmare 3D was a horrible shooter, but it was addicting. I didn't know why, but it was addicting. And then we had our cross with the Mortal Kombat 2 and 3. Not great titles, but they're okay. Monster Bash was fun. Morass in Trap. That was a like a third-person platformer where you're looking down and you're trying to not hit certain things and move away from certain objects. A lot of fun. Sorry, I'm losing my voice today. Math Rescue, a game kind of like Word Rescue. It's the same thing, but you're using math instead of words. Jill the Jungle was a fun game. Invasion of the Mutant Space Bats of Doom. That was a hard game. But I had a lot of fun playing it. Hocus Pocus was good. Hexen was good. Hugo. Okay, here it is. Hugo was one of the other ones I was trying to tell you how it played. So Hugo was the first game that I started playing that was text based. You had pictures in front of you, but you were able to play it using just your words, right? You can still move, like you move with your key with your analog, if you would, your directional keys, but you had to type in what you saw, and you would say check bush or check tree, and things will happen. And sometimes it would be a trap, so you have to think of other ways to get around this trap, and then it was phenomenal. Okay, it was phenomenal. In my opinion, it's one of the better games on there. That was just there was so much you could do, and I was like, oh my goodness. Pinball was a fun one. All these pinball games were huge. Like I said, Duke Nukem was originally a platformer. I wonder if I can click on it, it won't play it. Probably gonna play it, isn't it? Yeah, I just wanted a screenshot of it for you guys. I can't go any bigger than that. But yeah, so that's Duke Nukem, the original Duke Nukem. Man, I wish I could find that one game for you guys. There was so much on here. Like they had like Command and Conquer, the original Command and Conquer. You had Commander Keen. There were so many Commander Keens. Which I actually have the entire Commander Keen series on my Steam. I might play that one these days. Blood is what it was. Yeah, Blood was a huge title. Blood and gore, but you're a vampire. It was meant to be bloody and gory. Great title. Man, think about that. That's part of the MS-DOS series. Like, oh my goodness. Biomass was another platformer shooter. I don't have Chip on here. They have Clyde's Adventure. Yeah, I don't have Chip on here. There was another one that I had found earlier. that had all these classic MS-DOS games that you could play. And there was a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them. Um, Trying to find. Not Q Basic. Mess of Orion 2, 1 and 2 are good games. A lot of strategy games on the MS DOS, and even like the original Windows games was a lot of the RTS strategy games. Um, it just bundles them and plays them. Nope, we did that already. We don't want that one. Did I have might have had in my extensions? No. I thought I saved it. I thought I saved this. It was like a DOS system. You could play games on there. Or a DOS web page. I'll find it. One of these days I'll find it. Trying to find one game for you guys specifically, but I can't find it right now. So anyhow, we're almost done with today's quick little stream, but I wanted to thank you guys for watching. Again, if you want, I'm just gonna make this really kind of clear today. My next YouTube posting and today, I'm gonna just say this. We're pushing 500 subs. If we get there, either end of the month or next month, we will be doing a cooking, either live stream or video, only here on YouTube, not on Twitch, just here for you guys. The next video we're posting will be today at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And the thing we're doing as well is at every get 500 subscribers, we will also be doing a Steam game giveaway. And if you're already friends with me on Steam, make sure you let me know either my Discord or wherever. You can check me out on my Discord, or even find my Discord stuff on the last two videos that I'm posting. There's a link to my Discord. And then I'm going to post in my Discord for giveaways. So if you want to be part of that giveaway, just drop in there, say, just I'll put in like there saying, I'll even put it, make it really easy for you guys. The code word is LALA, LALA, one word, two capital L's, LL, LALA. So LALA, both L's must be capitalized, or just LLs. I don't care, but LALA, LALA. I'll be making a new Discord room. Reaper, if you're still in here, we'll be, if we can make a contest room for whoever watches this video or this live stream, and then also for next video, I'll make sure to drop that in there as well. Yes, Lala. Yes. So, let's make it in the. Let's put that in our arcade center, and make it the YouTube giveaways or whatever. And again, those who are watching here, if you're friends with me on YouTube or on Discord, this is again, if we get 500 subscribers, we'll be doing a giveaway. For anybody who's in the giveaway, I will be doing a wheel spin, and we will make sure to get you on there, and we will have an awesome time seeing who wins. So, basically, join the Discord, come on in the contest area, put it in there, Lala, and you'll be put in the contest. And one entry per person. And if you win it, add me on Steam. We'll grab you, congratulate you, put you on the next YouTube video saying congratulations so and so for your winning of whatever we get you. And yeah, that will be that. So myself and Reaper will be working on that. We will be putting on there and see how it goes. It looks like we already have it up there already. Thank you, Reaper. Appreciate it. Reaper, what are you doing? Oh, you're doing that. He is changing it while we're speaking. Sweet. What a guy. Anyhow, I'll be live again tomorrow, same time on here at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll go for roughly again an hour or so. If not, we're just kind of short because my voice is. I know with my voice, it's starting to hurt talking right now, which is weird. Anyhow, hold on. Anyhow, there we go. 500 subs on this channel be great. We'll continue to push that forward. Again, the prize is Steam games coming up soon for the prize for getting that. I'll be giving away free games. We'll be doing a cooking video as well, or it could be a live stream and more for you guys. If we hit 500 subs either by the end of this month or next month, it'd be great. Spread the love, spread the word, tell your friends and family. We got rock and roll, great community. I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or if you watch me on Twitch tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I love you guys. Have an awesome rest of your day. Have a laughing life, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace and love.
Don't you worry about a thing, 'cause I'll be back soon. If you enjoyed what you watched, please consider following. It'll help us reach the goal. Each stream is for you all. Let's rock on for some more. Thank you for watching. It's not the end, only time for starting a new beginning. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Love one another, respect all those around. Support each channel like champs. Make sure to spread some laughs. I love you all. Let's continue to spread that lasagna love to each and every legend. Let's continue to grow as a legendary team.